Heads up if you're thinking about buying or selling in the Boise area right now. Inventory is going up. Showings are a lot softer than many expected right now. So if you're not prepared, you could get caught on the wrong side of things, and you do not want to be on the wrong side of things. So what's happening in the Boise market right now? Why are things going so wonky right now? We're gonna dive into that, and I'm gonna show you and tell you exactly what's going on so you can be in the know. But first, my name is Greg Langham. I'm an associate broker here in the Boise, Idaho area, which means I can help you buy and sell real estate. So if you're thinking about coming into the Boise, Idaho market, pick up the phone, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email so that we can connect and put a game plan together that's right for you. So let's talk about what's happening, why it matters, and what you should do next, because you're probably thinking, man, I've been thinking about Idaho, or I've been thinking about selling my house. Should I be doing that right now? We're going into the winter months. Greg's saying that the market's kind of cooling off. Maybe I don't want to sell right now. Well, let's just kind of take a deep breath and let's look at some things that are going on in our market that could affect your decision to make the move now or wait and hold off and make the move later. So let's just look at the numbers and see if it makes sense to buy now or sell now, or hold off and wait and maybe buy in the spring or sell in the spring. So let's just kind of take an analytical look and see what makes sense. So the past several years, we have seen a red hot market here in Boise. Just headlines have just been like, Boise's the safest city. Everyone's moving to Boise, 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 Boise. And everyone has moved here. But now things are cooled off, right? Everything has slowed a little bit down. People aren't forced out of their states. People are adjusting to the new ways of life. Things have calmed down, and interest rates, of course, have gone up, and people have their jobs, and normalcy is back in somewhat in a decent place. So what has that done to the Boise market? Today, I'm gonna give you the latest numbers and my best advice moving forward. Okay, so here are what the numbers are showing. So the active listing count in Boise, Idaho, according to Trading Economics, was over 3,108 in September of 2025. So we're seeing a lot of active inventory right now across, Boise, the city of Boise, all of that is trending up right now. We had a little bit of a spike in July, it squeezed down just a little bit, but you can see right now where we were in February to where we are in September. That just jumped. So that's kind of what I've been saying the past few videos is we've just been spiking up and up and up. We've kind of blinked, our market's cooled down. We're in a cooling period, the rates, inventory's up. So across the board, our active listing count is over 3,100 homes, up year over year. Homes are staying in the market a lot longer than in the frenzy times. Median days on market is trending higher. We're up, in September 2025, we're up 1% compared to last year, selling for a median price of $525. On average, homes in Boise sell after 28 days on market compared to 26 days last year. So there were 269 homes sold in September of this year, which is up from 269 last year. So 28 days on the market, still good, not bad, but we're kind of trending up. If you look at that graph, we're still going up. 525, we've just kind of been hovering at that average day on market for quite some time. And we're just not seeing a big jump like we were. We saw that huge spike, we got up to 6, 7, and then we're back down to the 5. So prices are still relatively stable year over year, but the upward momentum is gone. From the data in Boise, median sales price is only up 1%. So we're not seeing, like I said just a few minutes ago, we're just not seeing that big spike. We're just not seeing it. So if we put that together, more homes for sale, fewer buyers rushing in, and less price growth. So that spells a slower market. We're just not seeing that big rush, that big demand. So we are just seeing this slowdown. So what does that mean? Obviously, right? So what does that mean for you as a buyer? What does that mean for you as a seller? Let's talk about that. So first of all, why this is happening. I think I've been beating the drum for a while now. The rates are high. When the rates are high and the wages don't support that high interest rate, buyers aren't rushing in to get qualified. You're working with the math that you have today with the interest rates, the down payment, and what your monthly income is. That's what you have to work with. So if you have a home right now and you are thinking, geez, right now we have a 3.25% interest rate. Do we need to sell this? Do we need to move to another neighborhood? Do we need to sell to get out? That's a conversation that is taken a lot more seriously right now, because do you want to give up that 3% interest rate to lock in at 6%? A lot of people don't. It's the golden handcuffs that are keeping a lot of people in their homes right now. So a lot of people are just staying put, paying down their mortgage, increasing their equity in their home. And if and when that does happen, where rates kind of drop down into the 5s, we will see a surge of homes come on the market. People will let go of those 3.25% interest rates and trade up into different neighborhoods, move from out of state into the Boise, because it makes sense to do that, because they have enough equity now in their home to let go of that 3.25 and maybe lock in at 5.5. So right now with rates over 6%, people just aren't willing to do that. Secondly, sellers are still expecting peak asking price for their houses. They're just expecting so much money for their house. It just isn't adding up for a lot of buyers. They're not saying, hey, I'm gonna give up my 3.25 at my $600,000 home and pay 1.5 for a home that's like, but it's a nice neighborhood. They're just not willing to do that. So sellers have to be very strategic and come into where the buyers are willing to pay. So that's where you kind of have to come in with a really strong listing agent who's confident in the pricing if you need to sell your home. You just can't throw it up on the market and just say, hey, you know what, let's just see what we can get. You have to use today's comparables, not last year's, the year before's, or even a couple years ago, to kind of come up with your pricing. There's a lot of dry powder that people are hanging on to. There's a lot of cash on the sidelines that people are willing to pay once the prices come down. Inventory is increasing, right? We just kind of went through that. So we're seeing the inventory go up. It's trending up. So as the inventory goes up, it just gives buyers more of an option. The showings on average each week are down around 3 showings per week on a house. So if you have a good listing, you're probably averaging 3, maybe 4 showings per week. If your house is overpriced and you're not getting showings, you're gonna be doing everything you can. You're gonna be trying to do open houses and you're probably not gonna get a lot of activity. It's just because you're out of reach. So the inventory's up, buyers have options. There's no rush to get into a home. Even when homes are priced very well, they will get activity on it. And some do move fairly quickly once the home is priced very, very well. So that's what's happening right now in the Boise area. That includes Meridian, Eagle, Kuna, Nampa, Caldwell, all of this Treasure Valley area. We're seeing it across the board. What we will start seeing right now as we go into the holiday season, these builders will start offering like giveaways, like holiday specials, where they'll just like throw so much cash as discounts for rate buy downs, incentives for you to come in and just move their inventory. So that's gonna be coming. So if you're looking for new construction, let me know and I can get you on the list for those promotions that come out. Just shoot me an email, send me a text, or give me a call and we can get you on that list and start sending you all those promos that we get from those builders. So what should sellers do now if you're looking at this, you're watching this and you're thinking, man, you know, I'm in Boise, I'm in the Boise area. I was thinking about getting my house on the market, but you know, looking at this data, what should I do now? Well, here's what I think you should be doing right now if you're considering selling your home. Number one is this. If you're planning to sell your home in Boise, price it right from day one. The days of overpricing and waiting for the frenzy are completely over. You have to make your home move-in ready. So spend the time right now to make it move-in ready. Declutter, do some painting, neutralize it. Make sure everything is done, because buyers, I've had so many conversations with buyers. They're already putting a lot of their savings in for the down payment. So when they're looking at coming in, you know, maybe stretching a little bit to buy your home, they're also having conversations like, geez, man, this is a great house, but we're gonna have to do interior painting, or we're gonna have to remove a tree, or we're gonna have to do this and that. Just make it as move-in ready as you possibly can. Be prepared for negotiations for a longer timeline than you may have expected. And if you're not ready yet, you might consider waiting. Just make sure you have a plan for when the market picks back up. So, maybe it's not the best time for you to go on the market. Maybe waiting until spring might be the better option. Maybe having a realtor come out and take a look at your home and giving you honest feedback, being like, hey, you know what, you could go on the market right now, but I would declutter. I would get a storage unit, move some of this furniture out, spend the winter moving this furniture out, getting it ready, getting your carpet stretched, whatever, getting those blinds fixed. Spend the winter preparing your home so when the market changes or it comes springtime, you can go live on the market. So if you're a seller, those are the things that I would be doing right now to get your house ready to go. Price it right, make it move-in ready, and just take the necessary steps and be prepared. Now, if you're a buyer, what you should be prepared for and what you should know. This is your moment. This is the moment that you've been waiting for, believe it or not. A lot of people say, Greg, I'm waiting for the market to crash. I'm gonna pick up all these deals. This is the time to pick up the deals. I'm telling you, if you can afford to buy a home right now with this interest rate, do it. Because what's gonna happen is that interest rate's gonna drop. Say it drops to 5%, or let's just say it drops to 5.8%, gets under 6%. Guess what's gonna happen? The price of homes are gonna go up. Everyone's gonna list their home and the price of homes are gonna go up. So right now, while the interest rate's high, higher than usual, the price of home is less. So follow me on this. So would you rather pay less for the home and refinance the rate later at the lower price of a home, or have the lesser rate and pay more, have a higher priced home? So if you can afford it, buy now. This is your time. Don't wait for the market to, quote, crash, because jobs are in jeopardy. If you have dry powder, if you have just tons of cash set aside, sure, wait it out, wait for this ginormous crash that hopefully will come. Everyone's been waiting since 2007, 8 for this crash to come. That's how long I've been waiting. No, 2008 we did have the crash. That was a short sale market. I remember that. That was terrible, doing short sales.
Oh, stop it. You have any idea what you just did?
Come on, we just made the deal of our lifetimes. We should celebrate.
You just bet against the American economy.
Fuck yeah, we did.
Yeah. Which means, if we're right, people lose homes, people lose jobs, people lose retirement savings, people lose pensions.
That was long. But I remember 2011, 2012, 2013, everyone's like, it's gonna crash again. The prices are going up so high, so fast. If you're still in that game and you're still waiting, keep waiting. But man, buy now. But also listen, if the homes are priced right, they still move quickly. They still are moving. Like I showed you at the beginning of the video, or earlier in the video, 28 days is the average right now. That's pretty darn fast for a home to sit in the Boise area. So even though our inventory's up, homes are still priced fairly well and there's still demand to move here. So you're still competing for the right house. Like I mentioned, we were in competing offers. I've written competing offers lately. So just be prepared. So get pre-qualified. We have a great lender that we recommend. They have a great guarantee. Just reach out to us. His contact information will be down below in the description of this video. But get prepared and get pre-qualified. And listen, if you need help, if you just want to talk strategy, don't hesitate to reach out to any one of us here at the Go Idaho team. We're happy to help. We've been helping families relocate. We've helped hundreds of families relocate to Idaho. We've helped hundreds of families buy and sell real estate. I've been doing this for 20 years. I've helped thousands of homeowners, and I can't wait to help you. So until next time, Go Idaho.